what's up guys, it's Chris here. So today's menu is a nice chicken quesadilla with a nice creamy guacamole. I will show you all the steps to make this dish. And again, just please make sure you comment in the section below any questions you have, and I'll try to best answer them. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Alright, so let's get cooking, guys.
Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to the table where we're going to discuss the ingredients for this guac. So we'll start off by the tomato. I decided to go with a regular 5x6 just because this is what I had. You can use Roma as well. I decided to go with the purple onion just because of its purple color. I think it will make the guac that much better. Next is the lime. So the lime is one of the most important ingredients in this guac just because it will be the ingredient that will make your guac not turn brown. Next we have the jalapeno. So the jalapeno will add that kick to the guac that you're looking for. For the herbs, we have a beautiful cilantro here. It smells great, and this will just add that aroma to the guac. And next, the superstar, the avocado. So you want to go with a nice, soft, firm avocado. I try to avoid green avocados at all times. It'll just make it tough to mush. So these are the ingredients we're going to use, guys. So here are all the ingredients all prepped up. So we'll start off with the tomato. So with the tomato, all I did was cut it in half and then did some dicing. So as you can see with the dice, I just did a small dice. I don't like to bite into any chunks of tomato, and as you can see, it's as big as the tip of my finger. Kind of the same process with the red onion. So with the red onion, again, just cut in half, and then you're gonna do slices and then dice. So again, you don't want to bite into chunks of onion either, so you did a very small fine dice. So with the limes, we just did a half cut because that's what we're gonna squeeze on top of our avocado to kind of avoid the browning. So with the jalapeno, we did a very, very fine dice. So again, you don't want to bite into a chunk of jalapeno, guys. So next is our cilantro. So with the cilantro, just finely chopped. Again, so our avocado, we just did half cuts because we're going to scoop it out. These are the ingredients. Here we have 5 avocados already kind of mixed together, kind of smushed up. Very easy how I did it. I'll show you guys right now. So all I did was I grabbed the half of an avocado and with a spoon just kind of scoop it out. See, it's very easy. No, it's not difficult at all. Just grab the half. Again, go around the skin and scoop it out. This will be kind of difficult if your avocado isn't right. So make sure you choose a nice soft firm avocado. If you choose a very green hard one, it'll be very tough. And as you can see, it just kind of breaks apart like butter. So the great thing about this is that you can really tailor to your liking. If you like smooth, if you like kind of chunky, again, this is where you kind of set the base for it. The next thing we're going to do is add the tomatoes. So with all these ingredients, again, you can add as much as you like of tomatoes, onions, jalapenos. What I like to do is I like to have an equal ratio of the tomatoes and of the onion. Again, that just sort of keeps the balance. And as you can see, it's already kind of colorful. So that's why we chose the red onion. Just as you can see, you get the nice red, the nice purple, the nice green. Next, what I did is I added the jalapeno. So with the jalapeno, you kind of want to start off slow. Again, jalapenos are tricky. Sometimes they're hot, sometimes they're not. Next, I added the cilantro. So the cilantro will just give it that nice aroma and the flavor that we're looking for. So next, we added the lime. So with the lime, again, this is going to help with the freshness of the avocado. It's going to help it not turn brown so quickly. So sometimes the limes are very juicy, sometimes they're not. So just add as many as you think. So as you can see here, this one's very juicy. So that's really what you're looking for. So to look for a nice juicy lime, you kind of want to get one that's kind of soft. If you get a hard one, it's most likely it's kind of dry in the inside. So get nice soft limes and they'll be the juiciest ones. And next, what we did here was just season. Very simple seasoning, just nice salt. Again, I like to use a coarse salt just because I like to kind of taste the salt. And just fresh cracked pepper. And if you guys haven't tried fresh cracked pepper, I encourage you guys to try it. It just gives off this aroma and again, texture. So ground pepper works as well. And the next, all you see, as you can see, all the layers of flavor just sort of building up. And next, all we did was just mix it up. I should have got a bigger bowl, but this is what I had to work with. So you sort of just want to be kind with it. You know, you want to kind of break it apart, kind of mix everything. This is a great time to add anything you think it needs more of. Make sure you taste until, you know, it's up to your liking. again, just mush it up, kind of mix everything together. And as you can see, it's already looking beautiful. Again, taste, guys, taste. But see, I like mine a little chunky, so this is how it's gonna look. I'll probably taste and add a little bit more jalapeno, salt, pepper, but this is how your guac should be looking. So here are the ingredients we're gonna be using for a quesadilla. So I'll start off with the tortilla. So for the tortilla, I decided to go with the flour. As you can see, it's not that big. These are about 8 inches. Normally restaurants would use 12-inch, but this is what I chose. Next is the butter. So the butter will give it that nice golden touch to your flour tortilla when we kind of melt the cheese on it. So for the cheese, I decided to go with the Chihuahua cheese. A lot of restaurants use mozzarella, but as you can see, this one's kind of soft. So our protein for this dish will be chicken. So the chicken, just fresh chicken breast. We're just gonna season with some salt and pepper on both sides, and then we're gonna sear it. So these are the ingredients, guys. Next, we're gonna sear our chicken off. So start off with your pan with a nice medium-high heat. Just sort of get that heat going on the pan. What I did was I used some olive oil. So I like using olive oil just because it has a lot high smoke point, and it sears very nicely too. So what you want to do is just kind of wait for the oil to kind of warm up, and make sure you cover the whole bottom of the pan. You don't want anything sticking to the pan. So again, we're just waiting for the oil to heat up, and then we're gonna sear our chicken off. And as you can see, our chicken, I seasoned both sides with salt and fresh cracked pepper. And see, it looks beautiful. And again, you want to do this on both sides of the chicken. And then again, we're just waiting for this pan to warm up, and then we're gonna sear off our chicken. So as you can see, I added the chicken to the pan. These are very thick chicken breasts, so I decided to go low and slow on the cooking process. And again, we're just going to be patient with it and let it take its time to cook all the way through. So it's been about 5 minutes, and as you can see, they got the little white going on the side, so this will be a great time to turn. And again, as you can see, it got a nice sear on the chicken. Let me do a close-up here. So see, you see the nice fresh cracked pepper, nice salt. Again, so now what we're gonna do is just gonna kind of turn them. Since they're very thick, again, we're gonna let them low and slow cook. So what I'm gonna do is cover them with a lid. If you have one, it'll be great to just make the process a little bit faster. If you don't, you just wanna let it take its time and cook all the way through. So it's been about 5 to 6 minutes, and now it's a great time to check, see if they're done. So we're gonna take the lid away from us, just so that steam doesn't burn your hand. And a good way to check them is just, if you're good, you're gonna do it by touch. If they're very firm, that means they're done. Just the foolproof method of doing it is really just grabbing a nice paring knife and really just cutting into the chicken. You don't want to see any pink. All you want to see is a nice white meat. So if you see that they're done, of course these are beautiful done. So we're gonna remove them from the pan and kind of let them rest to, again, let all those juices redistribute. And as you can see, these are beautiful chicken breasts. So here's what the chicken breast looks when it's done. What I did was I just did a small dice on them. I didn't do strips just because I like it to be easy to chew. So what I did with this chicken breast, I just cut it in half. Next thing I did was do some slices, and then I went against the slices to get this nice small dice of chicken. And then again, I just did this because it's easier to chew and bite into it. And now we move on to actually making the quesadillas. So what we want to do is we want to start off with a nice medium-high heat. This pan is already kind of preheated a little bit. So next we're going to throw in some butter. Just a small dab will be enough. As you can see, I literally threw the butter in. And you just want the butter to slowly melt. You want to make sure it covers the bottom of the pan, because this is where your tortilla is going to sit. And if you want to get that nice color on it, you want to make sure that the bottom is nicely covered. Make it even all the way. And again, just let it sort of melt, let it do its thing. Next, what we're going to do is just sort of set the tortilla on top, and then we're going to put the cheese. But first, again, you want to make sure that the bottom is nice covered in butter. So next, like I said, the tortilla. So with the cheese, what all I did was just cut some nice strips. Try to go as thin as you can. That'll just make the process a little bit faster. If you do too thick of cheese, it's gonna take longer for it to melt. So I just recommend doing nice thin slices. And again, this Chihuahua is wonderful. Next, I added the diced chicken. So with the diced chicken, I only added it to half of the quesadilla just because we're gonna fold the other half on top of it. So if you were to do the whole quesadilla, it'll be very difficult for the quesadilla to fold. So it's been about 5 to 6 minutes, and as you can see, the cheese is kind of already starting to melt beautifully. You know, just look at the edges around this piece. So the next step we're gonna do here is we're gonna have a nice spatula and we're gonna fold the other half. And again, so this is the reason we use butter. You can see the nice golden crisp on top of it, and then we're just gonna kind of pat it down so it sticks to the other half. And again, as you can see here, let me try to do a close-up. See that cheese is nicely melted. This is way different than the mozzarella cheese, which is why I like to use a Chihuahua. It just melts a little bit softer and it's not as sticky as the mozzarella is. And then I guess from now, we'll just move on to plating this dish. And here it is, guys. Look at the beautiful creation you guys just made. We have the nice, beautiful, creamy guac here with some chips on the side. And look at this beautiful quesadilla. The cheese is melted just perfectly. Cilantro on top, the nice crunchiness. Perfect, guys.
What is up, guys? So that's how you make a nice chicken quesadilla with guacamole. And check it out. It's this beautiful, beautiful dish. Creamy guac, nice and crunchy quesadilla, and of course the chips. So guys, stay cooking, guys, and I will enjoy this quesadilla as much as I can.